That man GB Creeper still high of his last victory. He knew he had to double it. There was no way he could end a run on just that performance alone. He needed something more impressive. But before we get to his big play, let's talk about how he started the movie off. Man really moved countryside somewhere, probably not far from his old church, and was just cooling, cosplaying a scarecrow. And trust me, he's ugly enough for the role as a scarecrow. In fact, it was almost as if he was made for it. So I would have believed him in the role. But he wasn't even slick. The movie was as dry as my DMs. Got caught lacking off the peak. The man broke his neck like we all didn't see him move. No matter how still you stand, you're caught. Just get down at that point. Why are you so committed to the role? But anyway, Mr. Creeper had to stop and give him a light little snack before he started his shift. America runs on Duncan, and he run off humans named Duncan. And guess what this little nigga's name was? Duncan. He just doesn't know it yet. But just look at his face right before he moves.
I can't laugh yet. I've got to hold it in.
The dog was trying to warn him, but this was his reward.
Would you shut up?
I'm like, what he say me for?
Mr. Creeper must love fast food because look how he was moving with this boy. He could fly but chose to run. And that was the last time they saw Billy. Okay, so now that the opener's out the way, let's get to his big plan. You see this school bus brimming with fresh sardines, students? Well, so did he. And you know what he had in store for them? A meat shuriken. Was this nigga binge watching Naruto in the 3 days after he murked Derry? Or was it in between when he ordered Billy for curbside pickup? Out there throwing around human meat like a ninja tool. And that one move turned the students to sitting ducks. All the while Mr. Creeper was probably somewhere perched on a pole, watching over his next meal like he was a Tachi or something. Then the camera cuts back to Billy's father and brother, and I guess they had Mr. Creeper's knife that he dropped, and that thing has mad craftsmanship installed on the hilt. It was telling a story, and it had a mind of its own, leaping from the father's hand, planted into the shade of the lamp. But I must say, give these niggas a round of applause. Within 24 hours, the father and son duo was already prepping for war. They needed no time to grieve, just a few hours to prepare for their get back. They were not allowing no beef to get cold around them. Appetite for revenge was almost as big as prime nigga Cado avocado. If I ever have to get taken out like Ricky from Boys in the Hood, I need these two to slide for me. Or if an ugly nigga with back wings think I look appetizing enough to snatch up and gobble them, I need these two to slide. We get back to the bus and
You know, you could talk about it.
What I play today? 12 minutes? Hannah's got it in for me.
my guy, this is a school bus back home and not a shutter to the Dr. Phil set. Zip that shit up some. Nobody wants to hear you whining about playtime.
Maybe I got the wrong skin color to get equal play on this team.
My guy said I'm not the right skin color to be on the team. I saw 3 black people, the rest were white. There are 10 players on the court at once. My guy, your odds of being white and still playing are great. This is the type of nigga that sneezes once while everybody else is enjoying 2 and 3 sneezes and get mad because they're hogging all the pollen. But moving on from this man's ball crisis, we have a student who fell asleep and instantly started dreaming about Derry from the first movie and the snack Mr. Creeper had earlier, Billy. Freddy would love a vivid dreamer like her. I don't know what sixth sense she tapped into, but for what I'm seeing, they were warning her of the danger. But like he already tossed a ninja star at the bus, we're cooked already. Right now, he just slow cooking his vegetables while the main course marinated in the fridge. Thanks for the warning. You know, you could have hit the nigga dreams yesterday before the trip. No such thing as Bluetooth dreams yet. Like, where's the dream airdrop when you need it? But ew, the camera pans over and down a little bit and look, he must have gotten new legs or something. He is running too much, chasing the bus for what reason? You are not Peter Parker. Oh, it was showing his Olympic level performance when he pierced the first tire. That's not a warning, but a flashback. That is not helpful, but the dream played perfect to the reality as the tire popped completely, leaving him stranded in the dead of the night. But I don't know why she didn't wake up like Dr. Martin Luther King. Did she not have a dream worthy of a sharing circle? But maybe it wasn't a complete flashback dream, because yet another human ninja star was found in the tire, but this time it had a belly button. Low-key looked like Derry's stomach with that strange marking on it. But forget all that. They done lost their coach. He was dropping flares on the road, and Mr. Creeper dropped in with flare, pizzazz to scoop his ass up like protein powder. All the students saw was a solo flare fall from the air, hitting the ground. The only reminder that they really had a coach. He was real, and now he was really gone. And the bus driver didn't learn because dead ass mimicked Charlie's last moments, like the man in the mirror, and got the same exact treatment. She must have thought the thing only liked dark meat, but she was just as tempting. Mr. Creeper, don't discriminate. If you got meat, it's all you can eat. That bus to him was damn near a food truck, Arby's on wheels, because the number of people on it.
We have the meat.
And this teacher, or whatever he was like me for real. To let me on the bus, I'm scared just like the rest of you. Becoming an elder does not include the fearless DLC. That update skipped my generation. In fact, he was out there longer than me, because once Charlie got taken, guess what? I would have taken my ass on that bus and had a seat.
What'd you see? What'd you see? Come on!
Did you see something or not?
What both y'all talking about? I seen enough. If we all don't put our feet through this bus and start Flintstone the hell out of this backwater area with giant ass human-sized bats that utilizes human flesh as ninja weaponry, then we deserve, no, you deserve whatever's coming, because I'm leaving, even if it has to be with a great sacrifice of my fellow companions. Listen, I'm not an asshole. I just don't want to eat in. We need less deliberation and more acceleration. I am sure that bus can drive on rim. It might be a little sparky, but I'm ready to flame on if you're ready to flame on. But what was this responsible adult wise decision? Go and sit down. Unless those seats come with beam me up Scotty features, what the hell is sitting down gonna do? I know it's time to sit down, but like, that was a fair talking. Now common sense hit me. I'm just wondering what he think Mr. Creeper's gonna be like, damn, they're sitting down. That's my one weakness, crisscross applesauce. Now I can't eat them. Too bad the great wisdom he bestowed upon them had no time to stew before. Gotcha, that man got hit with the go ahead and log out for me, and he did log out of life permanently. The camera cuts back over to Billy father, who was just lurking in the dark, waiting, listening to a police scanner, itching like a fiend for his get back. And the moment he got a taste of a clue pertaining to the whereabouts of Mr. Creeper, he pressed play straight into action. But we get back to the bus, and we have the students looking for weapons. One finds a javelin, another arms himself with a flare gun and 3 flares. All the while, Scott wants to leave the bus and run into the open field to a farm that might be there. Keyword, might. Now, I don't know what the right move is, because in this instance, I would be a useful as this man. I mean, dead ass.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Would be the caliber of ideas I would have to survive. Personally, I believe there's not enough screaming. I would have turned that bus into a stage for my opera level performance. I'm not a bitch, but sometimes I have puppy-like tendencies. But what I do know is this man Scotty got to go. This man's entire identity is that of a victim. Everybody's against him, and now he's spiraling.
Do I make you nervous? Thinking you're gonna come on to me?
Hold up. Wait a minute.
Turning homophobic,
Wanna play cock of the walk, bro? Why do I think you wanna call me something else?
racist, and delusional. I'm kicking his ass off the bus. Take your monstrously tough out there and skirt with Mr. Creeper. All that animosity probably makes you taste better as the main course. As the rest of us escape. But tell me why the entire time they were arguing, Mr. Creeper was out there eavesdropping like he wanted to be a part of the conversation. And then he just became more freaky out of nowhere, climbing onto the bus until he clung upside down at the back window like a demonic Spider-Man that had the dreams of Diddy. This man definitely has a list, a grocery list. And then like the situation wasn't tense enough, he had the audacity to wink. I think these are minors. The creators freaky criminal ways are seeping through the script, breaking into the fictional world. No, what do we do? Come on, what? Ew. My guy, at least brush before you smile. You said it doesn't matter because you gonna eat my ass up? But I told you, he flashed that toilet water grin at Scott. All that pent up inadequacy was like slap your mama seasoning. Never mind, it wasn't only Scott. He wanted more. But I just want Scott gone personally, so eat him first. Turn that man into a patty or something. Mr. Creeper started going through the students like a Rolodex of ingredients until he landed on, damn, now he thinks he's an Undertaker? This is too freaky. There's no way this is the same man from the first movie. Who gave his ass some of that pink cocaine? This man had to join the list in 3 days. He wasn't even creepy anymore. He was just plain old freaky with his deaky ass. Now I'm scared for an entirely different reason. Having Mark DeAndre as his next victim, he got the work. But then you have Minxie. How can I make this about myself? And fainted, going back into her dream world where she gets more Lauren the Creeper. And when she woke back up and told them what she learned, it was snack time for them, except they were the snack. So the students managed to get in contact with Jack, Mr. Hawkham Down Taggart Sr. and his son Junior, and let them know they were being hunted and they were stuck on a bus on the highway or something. And that's all the old man needed. He was on his way, which had the students celebrating because they thought they were safe. But peep behind them, Mr. Creeper was like, what we celebrating for? Hopped on the bus and I think now it's time for one of those javelins. Here we go. This girl knows how to get active. Straight domed him, taking out his head, eye out the socket. But damn, Derry died for no reason now. He lost one of his new eyes he took in 2 days. And they lost the javelin. That was a good weapon. But peep the damage. Had that thing twinning with the Apple logo. Who in the is that? And when did he get on a bus? My bad, back to the movie. Mr. Creeper got done so dirty, he was like, you know what? I got something for you.
You know what? Stay right there.
One of Satan's greatest soldiers.
Just imagine that was the ending. Man got so mad, he said, wrecked him and his body, his bones and all, virtually trapping them into the bus. Then the craziest thing happened. One of his wings went into the bus from the top of the roof. It damaged, and one of the students, while they were trying to migrate to one side of the bus, tried to be funny, lifted up, and that's when got his shirt and head removed at the same time. This thing was Cell, eating until he was in his perfect form. You can hear it chewing on dude's head like he had a handful of grapes. But DeAndre, he's like me for real. The moment this man fell, I would have taken his weapon too. Like I was looting in Fortnite. The loot of your fallen comrade is now yours to get the victory royale. What can we possibly do when he can change his head more than a cartoon character changes their clothes? He ripped off and yeeted his own head, and then thing was 9 months pregnant with an entirely new head. I'm telling you, this is just perfect Cell. You take an arm, he eats yours. You take an eye, you got 2 more he can use. But this man Scott has to go. He keeps trying to be the main character, and that's why he got hemmed up by DeAndre. He needed this. The man would not stop talking. Like, damn, you think you're the leader? But after their altercation, DeAndre got off the bus to head towards the farm, and everyone else followed. But on the outside, they saw Mr. Creeper in the sky, exploring like he was Dora. And their outside adventure did not last long. They tried their damnedest to get back on the bus, but this little shit was not opening the door, leaving them to be lambs for the slaughter. One got dropped by a human flesh cooldown. DeAndre fell. Mr. Creeper once again showed off his elite aim and stapled Scott's arm to the tree with a knife. That looked familiar to the one Jack had. The plan to head towards the farm was falling apart like it was written on toilet paper, and it started to rain. Because even when DeAndre got over there and freed the knife from his arm, Mr. Creeper came in like, gotcha! Good job, Mr. Creeper. I mean, damn, stop killing them. Minxie must have been hauling because she came in contact with Jack Sr. and she was trying to tell him it's not worth heading towards the bus. It was empty and you can't kill it. Jack Hockham Down Sr. looked her in the face and said, I don't give up. Keisha? This man was on a mission. Failure or success, it didn't matter. He was willing to slide for his son regardless. She had one dream. Now she's a creeper whisperer. My guy, hop in so he can get active. But back to the students real quick. Jake climbed his way back on the bus and Mr. Creeper grabbed him up so fast. He was not on the bus for more than 2 minutes before hands were put on him. But then, like he sensed his arch nemesis, Mr. Creeper dropped Jake and turned his attention to Mr. Hockham Down himself.
We're about to go.
Means something to me, man.
Who was staring him down with his newly crafted mounted crossbow, using the creeper's own knife as an arrowhead. Hit that thing dead in his chest, had him spinning more than metal at a Blade tournament. That did not stop Mr. Creeper though, from flying around like a bat out of hell, moving around their truck like a paperweight, before he took the spear to his chest and returned the sender. Jake Sr. took that as a lesson and reloaded. The first one didn't work, there's always a second one. Mr. Nasty, you can tell the way he spit on it. You would think he had years of mounted crossbow training. Before he hit that man through the bus window, had him screaming like that was more annoying than when he lost half his head to the cheerleader, but that didn't even stop him either. Maybe Minxie was right. Maybe she is a creeper whisperer, because you cannot stop this man. He damn near tore the bus in half with only rope light and a little strength. Flipped the truck. There was nothing you could put in front of him that was gonna stop him. Maybe Colgate is his garlic though. Listener was damn near acid. Probably try some broccoli. He only eats human meat. I know he can't stomach greens.
Minxie said it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter what Minxie said.
Nah, she's right. I too doubted her when she said it doesn't matter. And I saw the last movie. This man is different. He must have ate some real niggas in the past 3 days. He was on some bull in this movie. But after a prep talk from Izzy, this is how they ended up. Was that a prep talk or a meal prep talk? I don't know, but DeAndre stood up and put the flare gun to use, hitting the creeper once, making them hit the shoulder lean. But I knew that was too light on the damage. He tanked 2 harpoons to the chest, so Izzy had a not so big brain plan. He pushed Rhonda out the cabin of the truck and made the creeper slam into the bathroom, completely messing up both him and DeAndre in the process, making them both sitting ducks. And I'll give him his flowers. He also hurt the creeper, had that thing missing an arm. I think he was also down a leg or two, because he was out there hitting this, the grasshopper, to get DeAndre. Like, human meat is not that important. You can skip a meal. They turned into a face-to-face meeting mad quick. The creeper had DeAndre pinned down after he missed a game-winning shot with the flare. But strong was this man, I'm not gonna lie. He was actually overpowering it a little, but it didn't matter. Dinner time was gonna happen whether he likes it or not. But guess who came back sliding? Mr. Hockham Down Sr. himself. Straight domed him. But unlike any other horror movie victim, he didn't stop. He hopped down and started digging inside his body with a spear, like he was a community bag of chips. Dirty tip and all. That the movie ended with Mr. Hockham Down Sr. old as hell, sitting in a chair like a retired demon hunter with a custom-made harpoon and a spear, waiting for this freaky ass bat creature to awaken. And the timer was reading in about 3 days. He can't wait to slide again.